I thought the storm was sent to break me. I thought the loss, the disappointment, and the waiting were signs that I was going backwards. But roots don't grow in comfort. They grow in the dark. And while I was focused on what was falling apart above the surface, God was building something stronger beneath it. The winds came hard against my door. I thought I couldn't take much more. The tears fell down like pouring rain. Every prayer seemed wrapped in pain. People left and seasons changed. Nothing around me stayed the same. But deep below what eyes couldn't see, God was planting stronger roots in me. When I thought I was breaking, He was building strength inside. When I thought I was losing, He was standing by my side. I got roots beneath the storm, stronger now than I've ever known. Every trial, every scar helped reveal just who you are. The rain may fall, the thunder roar, but I won't fear it anymore. 'Cause what you planted deep in me will stand through all eternity. Yeah, there were nights I questioned why. There were days I could not rise. Still your mercy found my heart, even when I fell apart. Now I see what you were doing. Every valley I walked through was preparing me to stand with my future in your hands. The storm didn't destroy me. The storm helped define me. The pain didn't defeat me. Your love came and revived me. I got roots beneath the storm, standing stronger than before. Every season had a plan, held forever in your hands. And now I know what I couldn't see. The storm was growing the best of me. I used to think waiting meant nothing was happening. I used to think silence meant God had forgotten me. But roots don't grow above the surface. They grow in hidden places. The season that felt empty was actually preparing me. Every delay, every disappointment, every closed door was teaching me how to trust. I wasn't being punished. I was being planted. And what God plants, He restores. If you met me during my broken season, you probably never imagined I would be standing here. There were days I doubted myself, days I questioned God, days I wondered if healing would ever come. But grace found me, not when I had everything together, not when I deserved it. Grace found me right in the middle of my mess, and that's where restoration began. remember who I used to be, broken pieces staring back at me, trying hard to hide the pain, smiling while I carry chains. Then your love came rushing in and showed me where healing begins. You gathered every shattered place and covered me with endless grace. I'm restored by grace, saved by mercy, held together by your love. Every wound, every mistake, you turned into something beautiful. I'm restored by grace, not because I earned it, but because you never gave up on me. Now I stand a living testimony of what your love can do. The scars are still a part of me, but they no longer define me. They remind me where I've been and how your goodness brought me in. Every tear became a lesson. Every valley had a purpose. Every step that felt uncertain led me closer to your promise. You took ashes and made beauty. You took sorrow and gave joy. You took my weakness and made it strength. Now I lift my voice. I'm restored by grace, saved by mercy, standing stronger every day. Standing stronger every day. What was broken has been mended. What was lost has found its way. I'm restored by Hey, I'm restored by grace. I thought that season had killed something in me. I thought the disappointment, the heartbreak, and the waiting had taken too much. But winter wasn't the end. It was preparation. And while everything looked lifeless on the outside, something beautiful was beginning beneath the surface. What I thought was over was simply getting ready to bloom again. I can feel the sunlight on my face after all the storms I had to face. The tears that watered broken ground have turned into something beautiful now. Every season had its reason. Every valley had a purpose. Now I see what heaven knew long before I ever made it through. I'm gonna bloom again, rise again, love again, dream again. What was buried wasn't gone. It was growing all along. I'm gonna bloom again, stand again, trust again, shine again. Look at what the rain has done. I've become who I'm becoming. The branches may have bent before, but they didn't break. The heart that carried all that pain still had faith. Now I'm dancing in the sunlight where the shadows used to be. God was writing something better than I ever thought I'd see. I'm gonna bloom again, rise again, love again, dream again. Oh, the season changed and so did I. Now I'm blooming toward the sky. I'm not who I used to be, but I'm not everything I'm going to become either, and that's okay. Growth isn't about perfection. Growth is about continuing. One prayer, one lesson, one day at a time. Some days I soar, some days I stumble, some days I feel strong, some days I feel humble. But every step is moving me closer to who I'm meant to be. I'm still growing, still learning, still becoming, still turning into the woman God designed. One day at a time. Still healing, still believing, still receiving, still achieving. Everything is planned for me. I'm exactly where I need to be. I don't have all the answers, I don't know every turn, but every chapter in my life has given me something to learn. Progress over perfection, grace over shame, faith over fear, again and again. I'm still growing, and that's enough. Still becoming, and that's His love. For a long time, I kept asking why. Why this struggle? Why this loss? Why this delay? And then one day, I stopped asking why it happened and started asking what it was teaching me. That's when everything changed. Every scar became a lesson. Every tear became a seed. Every mountain that I climbed showed me what I truly need. I wouldn't choose the road I traveled, but I wouldn't trade who I've become. Because every painful chapter helped prepare the next one. There was purpose in the pain, purpose in the rain, purpose in the waiting when nothing seemed to change. I couldn't see it then, but I can see it now. God was working everything out. Hey, the valleys taught me patience, the storms taught me faith, the heartbreak taught me strength, the struggle taught me grace. Hey, yeah, nothing There was a season when I thought life was burying me. The disappointments, the rejection, the closed doors, the tears nobody saw. But seeds are buried too, and what looks like an ending can actually be a beginning. I wasn't buried. I was planted. Every setback felt so heavy. Every no felt so final. Every tear that touched the ground was making me stronger somehow. I thought the darkness meant defeat, but something was growing underneath. What looked like loss was heaven's plan to grow me into who I am. Hey, 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 I wasn't buried. Oh, I was planted. Every trial had a purpose. Every struggle had a promise. Oh, hey, I wasn't buried. Oh, I was planted. Now I'm rising from the ground into everything you spoke about. Hey, hey. Soil felt cold. The waiting felt long. But roots were growing. The whole time along. Now I can see what I couldn't then. God was preparing me to bloom again. I wasn't buried. I was planted. Now I'm standing taller than before. The same ground that held me down is the ground I'm growing from. I spent so much time worrying about tomorrow, replaying yesterday, missing the gift of today. But God never promised me tomorrow's grace today. He promised me today's grace for today's journey. And that's enough. I don't need all the answers. I don't need every plan. I just need enough strength to take today by the hand. I don't need the whole picture to trust where you lead. Your grace for today is all that I need. Grace for today, hope for tomorrow, peace for the journey, strength for the road. Grace for today, that's all I'm asking, and that's all you've ever shown. The mountains ahead can wait, tomorrow will come in time. Today I'm choosing gratitude. Today I'm choosing life. Grace for today, mercy for this moment, love for this season, faith for this step, grace for today. and that's enough. I am not who I was. The storms changed me. The waiting changed me. The healing changed me. But the greatest change of all was discovering that God never stopped working, even when I couldn't see it. The roots grew deep, the branches grew wide. Through every season, you stayed by my side. When life tried to shake me, you held me secure. Now I'm stronger than I've ever been before. I'm rooted and restored, grounded in your love. Rooted and restored, held by grace above. Every scar tells a story. Every tear had a reason. Now I'm standing in the blessing of a brand new season. What was broken has been mended. What was lost has found its way. The woman standing here today is stronger than yesterday. Rooted in faith, restored by grace. Rooted in purpose, restored in peace. Rooted in purpose. I'm rooted and restored. This is my testimony. Rooted and restored. This is my song, and I'll keep growing as long as you lead me I am not who I was. Heavenly Father, thank you for every mountain. Thank you for every valley. Thank you for every lesson hidden inside the struggle. When I couldn't see the way forward, you guided me. When I felt weak, you carried me. When I felt alone, you never left me. Help me continue growing. Help me trust you in every season. Help me remember that every day is a gift, and no matter what comes next, may my roots stay deep. May my heart stay grateful. And may my life bring you glory. Amen. There were moments I felt abandoned. Moments I questioned everything. Moments I sat in silence wondering if anyone saw my tears. But when I look back now, I can see your fingerprints everywhere. In the doors that opened in the doors that closed, in the people who stayed, and even in the people who left. You never left me. Not once. Hey! I walked through valleys I never expected, carried burdens I couldn't explain. Some nights I cried myself to sleep, calling out your name. When the road got long, and my strength felt gone, you were closer than I knew, holding me through. You never left me, you never let go. Even when I couldn't see the light, you were leading me home. You never left me through every storm, through every heartbreak, through every tear I've worn. You never left me. Looking back, I see the evidence, mercy written across my life. Every battle that I survived shows me you were by my side. The story isn't about my strength, it's about your faithfulness again and again. When I was weak, you were strong. When I was lost, you carried me on. When I couldn't walk, you made a way, and you still making one today. You never left me, not for a moment, not for a second, not for a day. You never left me, and because of that, I'm standing here today. You already know that. If someone had shown me my life years ago, I wouldn't have understood it. The storms, the waiting, the growing, the healing. But now I see. God wasn't just changing my circumstances. He was cultivating my heart. And what He grew in me was far more beautiful than anything I could have planned. There were seeds I didn't know were planted. There were dreams I thought had died. There were prayers still waiting quietly for their appointed time. But the gardener never stopped working, even when I couldn't see. Every season was preparing something beautiful in me. I'm the garden God grew, through sunshine and rain, through joy and through pain, through loss and through gain. I'm the garden God grew. Every flower tells a story, every bloom reveals His glory. I'm the garden God grew. The roots run deeper than they used to. The branches reach a little higher. The woman standing here today walked through fire after fire, and somehow every trial became another reason to believe that God's not finished writing the story He's creating in me. For every closed door, thank you. For every open one, thank you. For every lesson, thank you. For every blessing, thank you. I'm the garden God grew, and I'm still growing, still blooming, still becoming everything He created me to be. I'm the garden God grew, and this is only the beginning. If someone had shown me my life years ago, I wouldn't have understood it. The storms, the waiting, the growing, the healing. But now I see. God wasn't just changing my circumstances. He was cultivating my heart. And what He grew in me was far more beautiful than anything I could have planned. There were seeds I didn't know were planted. There were dreams I thought had died. There were prayers still waiting quietly for their appointed time. But the gardener never stopped working, even when I couldn't see. Every season was preparing something beautiful in me. I'm the garden God grew, through sunshine and rain, through joy and through pain, through loss and through gain. I'm the garden God grew. Every flower tells a story, every bloom reveals His glory. I'm the garden God grew. The roots run deeper than they used to. The branches reach a little higher. The woman standing here today walked through fire after fire, and somehow every trial became another reason to believe that God's not finished writing the story He's creating in me. For every closed door, thank you. For every open one, thank you. For every lesson, thank you. For every blessing, thank you. I'm the garden God grew, through sunshine and rain, through joy and through pain, through loss and through gain. I'm the garden God grew. Every flower tells a story, every bloom reveals His glory. I'm the garden God grew. The roots run deeper than they through joy and through pain, through loss and through gain. I'm the garden God grew. Every flower tells a story, every bloom reveals His glory. I'm the garden God grew. If someone had shown me my life years ago, I wouldn't have understood it. The storms, the waiting, the growing, the healing. But now I sing.